a second to input all my stuff right quick. Pull up chat. Send the link in the Discord. I'm going to be busy for a minute. And then good in another minute. Give me a second. Jags fans, man.
I feel you, dog. I feel you.
All right, come on. Let's see it. Come on. What's good, chat? Give me just a second. Throwing in my thumbnail and all that. You know. Alright, we're ready for kickoff. Let's get it, boys. Chargers, Jags, 5 seed, 4 seed, Saturday night. Second wildcard game, first in the AFC. Let's go. Jay Herbo string out his first ever playoff win in his career, as is Trevor Lawrence. Not gonna lie, with the Browns being out of the playoffs, I'm officially on the Jaguars bandwagon. I would love to see T-Law and the Jags win their first ever Super Bowl, make their first ever appearance. It'd be quite the dream. Doubt it happens, but hey, man. The Bengals were the 4 seed last year. They went to the Super Bowl, so I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. Let me know who's watching and where from. And here we go from TIAA Bank Stadium. LA starting with the football. Return from the end zone. Looks like DeAndre Carter passed the 20 to the 21. Here comes Herbert. Justin Herbert, man. What a great rookie season he had. Kind of been hanging around those numbers since, but he's back to where he wants to be in a good position. First ever playoff appearance. So here we go. Herbert begging the hand off to Eckler. Play action across the middle. He starts out with a pick. Intercepted across the middle. Is that Foyesade Oluokun? Who knows? Well, good start for Duval County right off the bat. Jay Herbo started out with a pick. I think this game will be a lot better than yesterday's. Let me know if my mic is too loud, by the way. I turned it out from last stream. I'm going to try to be a little bit more enthusiastic. But hey, man, Jacksonville. What a start. That's Trevor Lawrence from under center. Going to throw right side. It's caught Etienne out of the backfield. Little 3-yard gain. SDH Gaming, didn't Jags blow out the Chargers last time? In real life or in the sim? Because in the sim, Jacksonville won by like a point in the regular season. I don't remember in real life. Funny how I remember the sim, but not the actual result. It's weird. You're probably right. They probably did. Don't know for sure, though. Lawrence. 2nd and 7. Here comes pressure right side. It's caught Etienne again. Laid out after getting a 5. In real life, yeah. I think the Jags actually did win. Starting to bring back memories. Sounds about right. Derwin James on the tackle. But yeah, I'm hoping Jacksonville wins. I think they're going to win this game IRL. I'm actually pretty confident. Jaguars fans are some of the best in the world. As Lawrence going to fire, pass right side, batted down, incomplete. Derwin James, what a play. 4th and 1. See if they want to kick or go for it. I mean, Doug Peterson is a pretty ballsy individual, can't lie. But it is his decision. And they're actually going to kick. So is this still Lambeau? There's no way Lambeau's still the kicker, right? Who knows? But hey, we are going to have our first 3 points on the board in the first quarter. Already tying the score of the last game. Which playoff game are we going to do next? Whichever one is next on the schedule. I think it's Miami and Buffalo. I'm not even going to look. I know it's Miami-Buffalo. So we're going in order of like what time they happen. So we already did Seahawks-Niners. If you didn't watch that yet, I advise you not to. It was 3-0. Seattle won. Awful game. And, yeah, moving on. Doing well, though. Appreciate you boys joining me in chat today. Tuesday afternoon. Some slight. I'm hoping to get my viewers up on, like, Friday night or something like that. That'd be nice. As kickoff back to the Chargers, who started with the football. Who do I think's going to win the Super Bowl in real life? My preseason predictions was the 2-seed Bills would meet the 2-seed 49ers in the Super Bowl, and Buffalo would win. And both of these teams are also 2 seeds right now, today. And I have a feeling the result is going to remain the same. Both those teams are going to go to the Super Bowl, and Buffalo's going to win. I'm him, man. Although my 1 seed was the Chargers and the Vikings. I did get that wrong. A lot of people called me crazy for saying that the Lions would go 10-7 to get the 7 seed. They went 9-8 and got the 8 seed, so they just missed out. I made some pretty good predictions this offseason, can't lie. Jay Herbo back to pass again, left side he goes. It's caught. Good move, Mike Williams, who's not going to be 100% for this game. But he gets the job done there. I know I'm talking to you guys' heads off, but I'm just trying to stay engaged with the chat a little bit. Anyways, 2nd and 4. Think the Giants get upset? Yes, I do. I actually think they're going to. Justin Herbert, excuse the voice crack, across the middle again, this time an even better pass to Keenan Allen down the sideline. Past the 40 to the 35. Yeah, I actually have New York winning that game, believe it or not. I got a feeling it's going to be a lot like Browns-Steelers 2020. 2021 playoff game, which was 2 years ago today. Man, I miss it. I would give up quite a bit in my life today to go back then, but hey, man, it is what it is. 35 yards to go to the end zone for our first touchdown of the playoffs. Herbert looking for it here. Deep down to the right side. It's caught. Keenan Allen over the shoulder. We have our first touchdown of the playoffs. Right on cue. Keenan Allen with back-to-back big catches. And the Chargers take the lead. Jay Herbo dropping a dime. That's a tough pass right there. PAT for the Chargers to make it a 7-3 game is up. And it's good for Dustin Hopkins. Oh, only took 3 plays after the pick. Do you use sliders? I do not. Although I have seen a lot of people use sliders. It might be something I want to try out in the future. We've had a lot of entertaining games, but they haven't been very high scoring. So might want to try that next season type of thing. Which, yeah, hopefully my senior year I'm going to be at home majority of the day. I'll be taking a lot of online classes and stuff for college. DJ Skulls, Jaguars fan, what's good, my boy? Welcome to the stream. Obviously, you're going to be cheering on the Jaguars. Is that Trevor Lawrence? I mean, yeah, he's about to be making his 2nd appearance on the field. Here he comes. Or here come the Jaguars, rather, to the 21. Yeah, this is Madden 23 Next Gen. If any of my OG fans are still in the chat and remembers that Commanders-Bears Thursday Night Football stream was the greatest game in human history. IRL or not, I have something really deep in my eye right now. That's awesome. We're going to bear through it. It's funny how people with glasses get stuff in their eyes, but it is what it is. Fake handoff to ETN, rolling out. Lawrence throwing, he's going to find, I think it's Dan Arnold. Good start for T-Law this game. I'm not going to lie, he's kind of cooking. Drew Tranquil on the tackle. And if you're wondering how I know these players' names, I've sat through many and many and many simulations for these teams before. Mr. Mathmaster 2 just wish the Commanders played like this in real life. Yeah. That was quite a run they had. They were undefeated to the loss to the Packers in like week 6 or 7 or something like that. As the Jags, I believe, are going to get their first down of the evening in Duval County. I'm very hyped for this game in real life. Honestly, Chris Manhertz on the reception. What's your first round prediction? So I've got the Niners winning comfortably. I think the Jags are going to pull off an upset because the Chargers are favored. Dolphins are going to get pummeled. They don't even know what they're doing at quarterback. Who plays that afternoon game, the 4:30 game? Oh, yeah, Giants are going to upset the Vikings as an interception thrown there from T-Law. Right in the middle of my sentence. So the Chargers get the ball back. Yeah, so Giants are going to upset the Vikings. I think the Bengals are going to handily beat the Ravens. They don't even know. I think Lamar Jackson's gonna. I think he played his final game as a Raven. He's not coming back. And what's that Monday night game? I got the Bucs over the Cowboys. Tom Brady ain't losing to the Cowboys anymore. He never has, never will, type thing. So, and it ain't gonna start on Monday night. Each team with a turnover. Hand off Eckler, his first carry, and it's a good one to the left side. He's gonna get about 9. Yeah, appreciate you boys joining me today. It's good looks all around. Yep, that's where I sit with that. Let me ask you guys a question real quick. Who is the most cursed franchise in the NFL? Oh, is that offside? I've never seen that before. False start. Okay, I have seen false starts. I've never seen offsides. I actually thought that was offside. The Browns, yeah, good looks. Real recognizes real. It's definitely either Cleveland or Detroit, 100%. And I was actually kind of hoping the Lions would make the playoffs too, because I would have cheered for them as well. Another handoff, Eckler, right side, running into his own right tackle. And he's brought down after getting 3. But yeah, man. So much pain in this franchise, but it is what it is, cuz. We just say, F it, we ball, and we move. That's all Browns fans can do. Remember my name, by the way. I'll be a coach in the next decade for the Browns. Under center, Herbert dropping back, looking to pass. Gonna fire a pass right side. It is caught. First down, Los Angeles Steelers fans are so lucky. Exactly. Should have kept Baker. Absolutely not. And I have many reasons for that. That's a normal NFL fan take, but that's not a bad take. But Kevin Stefanski gave Baker Mayfield everything that he possibly had and saw that all he could do was get us to the divisional round. He couldn't compete with great teams, so he decided, we're done. He had a good excuse to get rid of him, too, with his injury. And, hey, Watson is a lot better than Baker. Maybe not yet, but he will be soon, as Herbert not going to get that pass away. Incomplete it goes. Yeah, give Watson time. We got rid of Joe Woods, our defensive coordinator, which was much overdue. It should have happened about, I don't know, 15 months ago. But, hey, man, it happened on Monday. The first of Black Monday to happen was against Joe Woods. As Herbert going across the middle again. Back to Keenan Allen. Touchdown, LA. Look at the Chargers cook. People did want to see a Bills-Browns AFC Championship back in 2020. Yeah, that actually would have been such a good game, too. And if you really think about it, we were one unnecessary roughness, like, whatever it is, personal foul, roughing. It's not rough, whatever. It's targeting in college, but I know that's not a rule in the NFL, so we'll just call it unnecessary roughness as you see the pixelated shoes of Jaguars fans. Yeah, we were one of those calls away from going to an AFC Championship game, and obviously the Chiefs killed the Bills. I think we would have done the same considering we competed better, and we would have seen our first Super Bowl. Probably would have lost to Tampa, which, I mean, it is what it is, but man, we've never been to a Super Bowl. Crazy to me, man. We've been a franchise for over 75 years. Won hella championships. I think we won 4 straight back in like the 50s. But it ain't fun in the games anymore, man. Yeah, that helmet to helmet was awful. It was brutal, but we fought back in that game, showed so much adversity, and disappointing end to it, but hey, we weren't supposed to be there in the first place. Can't believe Kevin Stefanski was once a coach of the year. Now he's on the hot seat. I am one of those Browns fans that's... See, I like to say this, chat. There are pre-2018 and post-2018 Browns fans. I'm one of the pre-2018. So we live by a thing called the Browns standard. We compare it to past failures for the Cleveland Browns, and Stefanski is the only Browns coach with a winning record since Marty Schottenheimer in 1984 to 1988. But yeah, all these post-2018 Browns fans are comparing us to the NFL standard. But the Browns aren't there yet. So, we're just going to have to make do with what we have. We also have no money, no draft picks. I mean, we got money now, but not until we pay Deshaun. It's going to be rough these next 4 or 5 years. It is what it is, though. As a handoff, ETN right side. He is thwarped for, I don't know how they gave him a yard, but they gave him a yard. Kyle Van Noy. Tackle. Yeah, good looks, Sean, for tuning in. Hopefully, whatever team you're cheering for does pull out the victory. Jags do get the ball to start half number 2, so that could help if you're a Jaguar fan. In the chat, probably the final play of the first quarter, 3rd and 1. Lawrence left side, it is caught across the middle. T-Law 6 for 8. Zay Jones, that's the end of the first quarter. 14-3 the score. Already 14 more points than we saw in an entire game yesterday. But it's honestly been a pretty solid game. Lawrence looking for some more offense down the left side. He's got it again, Zay Jones. This is the Madden that the viewers want to see. Oh, jeez. Wow, why did I just stutter so hard? Which one of these do you think is going to be a shootout? In Madden, I'm probably going to go... I think this one could definitely be a shootout in the end. Trying to think who else plays in the first round. Giants, Vikings won't be. Bills, Dolphins might be. I could see that. As Trevor Lawrence feeling the pressure, getting the screen pass off to ETN. He's got blockers, and he makes him end miss. Gain of 12. Yeah, I think this will be a pretty large scoring game. I don't know about anything else. IRL. Okay. In real life, I was trying to think, are there any teams in the NFL with, like, awful defenses left in the playoffs, though? Like, do any of these teams have that bad of a defense? Not really. Tampa game, nowhere near a shootout, never. 5 wide here for the Jaguars, though. I have a feeling this is going to be a big play, and it's going to be a sack. Not what I expected, but still a big play. I doubt Seahawks-Niners as Niners defense is too good. This game could be, but I don't think the Jaguars offense is that strong. Bills-Dolphins, if Tua starts, it could be a shootout. Giants-Vikings, Giants offense is incredible. And then what? Bengals-Ravens, that's a possibility. Great move from ETN. Yeah, if Lamar plays, that could be a shootout as well. Who knows? All I'm saying is nobody's beaten the Bengals by more than 3 except the Browns, so Browns are realistically Super Bowl champs in my book. Still can't believe the Bills and the Bengals never got to play that game again. They definitely should have rescheduled. It's going to look weird on different resumes and all that. Trevor Lawrence deep down the left side. He's got Jones. He catches it in stride down to the 2. This game is going to be nice. I've got a great feeling we're going to have some good Madden football in our hands for once. What time is it? 4:18. All right. We're on pace for about an hour, which is a lot better than yesterday. It was like 40 minutes maybe, if that. Actually, let me look. I can tell you guys how long it was. As Trevor Lawrence from the 2. I formation, pitch right side. ETN did not get a good block, and he's going to be stuffed at like the 9. Jeez. Yeah, that stream yesterday was 40 minutes. The entire game. That is pretty wild. You don't see a game that poor very often, but I'm going to try to lean back and not destroy my posture this game. That would probably be a pretty good idea. Anyways, 3 minutes left in the first half. Jags looking to get their first touchdown on the board. ETN going forward for 3. Can't believe he's got negative yards because he started with like a 9-yard carry. Or something like that. Maybe that was a reception, I think it's what it was. Yeah, whatever. Lawrence on 3rd and goal. I think it's Derwin James. It is X Factor. T-Law back to pass. Scanning the field, rolling right, throwing right side. It's caught. Touchdown, Zay Jones. And we've got a really good game on our hands. I can't lie. That was nice. Trevor Lawrence is cooking. Feels good, man. Alright, so it's going to be 14-10 because I've never seen a missed extra point in Madden, and it's not going to start now. And it's good from Riley Patterson, and now you can see the invisible bleachers in which the fans are sitting in. Jay Herbo set to come back onto the field. I think so too. It's going to be excellent. I'm looking forward to it. Probably going to be my favorite playoff game. Go Jags, man. Hope they win a Super Bowl for real. Still, out of the 21 franchises, 11 of them have never won a Super Bowl. 4 of them have never won a Super Bowl, or never been. Excuse me. So, I'm trying to think who's been and hasn't won. Bengals, Vikings, Bills. As a return here from the Chargers. Bengals, Vikings. I just saw a thing on this earlier. There's a lot. Think Joey B's getting a ring soon? Yes, I do. That Bengals team's scary. Not gonna lie. Even as a Browns fan, I know that it's like, I saw something earlier that said Mahomes is the oldest AFC quarterback remaining in the playoffs, and he's 27. That means we're young, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if we have the longevity to compete with the youth. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think Joey B is definitely going to get a ring, 100%, and it's going to be with the Bengals. They're going to win a Super Bowl soon. If not this year, it's probably going to be within the next 2. So long as he doesn't blow his knee out again, or, I don't know, Jamar Chase doesn't get traded, something stupid like that. And honestly, they're not even that star-studded up at, like, defense anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for God's sakes, Eli Apple still is a starting position for the Bengals. That just goes to show you don't have to have star players to be a good team. It's coming down to coaching. 2-minute warning. Jay Herbo, 2nd and 8, right side. It's a complete... I think someone is beating the Eagles 100%, yeah. Very overrated 1 seed. Reminds me of the Titans last year. Not as bad, but they're still going to get beat. And I'm pretty confident in that as well. Trying to think who would play. It would be the Giants, yeah. Eagles aren't losing to the Giants. At least I don't think so. Unless Kenny Galladay plays like a baller, like he did, getting his first receiving touchdown of the season, Week 18. 4th and 8, though. Jags can get the ball back here. No, it's probably going to end up being like, I don't know. I feel like the Cowboys could beat the Eagles if they get to that position. Who's the 2? The Niners, yeah. I think San Fran will definitely win the conference. I'm fairly confident with that sentence. As 4th and 8, we're going to see our first punt of the game. High moving punt to the 25. Return taken to the 27. Jaguars trailing by 4. Set to go out with the football. Look at T-Law cooking on that last drive. Look at T-Law cook, man. The Giants beat the Vikings. They'll more likely face the Eagles, yeah. Seattle definitely will not upset. I just can't see a 7 seed ever beating a 2 seed in the playoffs. I mean, I guess not never, but not this year. Hand off up the middle, good run at ETN. But I just think 7 seeds. I mean, let's look back in the past because we've had 7 seeds for the last 3 years. I'm just trying to think what we've seen. So, Indianapolis in 2020 kept it close with Buffalo, but Phillip Rivers, and they just weren't very good. Who was the 7 seed in the NFC that year? Who was the 2 seed? The Saints. Oh yeah, the Bears. God, they were awful. Didn't score a touchdown until the very last play of that game. And then last year. Try to think last year. So Rams ended up beating the Packers? No. Niners beat the Packers. They were the 6th seed. As a big sack. Dang. Chargers getting the ball back now too. I'm trying. Chat, remind me, who was the 7th seed in the AFC and the NFC last year? Okay, AFC was the Steelers. I remember that. And they got just destroyed by the Chiefs. Eagles, Bucks, that's right, Eagles. Yeah, Philly last year. They were also terrible. Jalen Hurts couldn't stand on 2 feet to save his life. Not sure he knew how to throw a football with his right hand. Yeah, that was pretty bad. There's a punt here. Going back to the Chargers. Fair catch called for. This has been a back and forth game. Might be an hour stream, not going to lie, which, hey, I'm all here for it. Appreciate the comments, SDH. keeping me entertained, not losing my mind out here. Love to talk football. Feels good. Anyways, yeah, the Eagles got desperate. So the only 7 seed that's kept it close in the 2 years that we've seen 7 seeds play was the Colts. It came down to the last possession, I guess. As Herbert, I almost said Rivers, because I was on the topic. Screen pass for 2 yards. But 6 seeds, on the other hand, have been incredibly successful. I mean, 2020, the Browns beat the Steelers, 6-3. The Rams beat, who'd they beat that year? Who'd the Rams beat that year? I know they were the 6th seed, though. Well, whoever it was. They moved on to face the Packers. The Niners beat the Cowboys last year. That was a 6-3. I can't remember what it was in the AFC, though. Give me a second. Let me cook real quick. Rams beat the Niners. Oh, that's what it was that year? Yeah, that would make sense. Why can't the Niners beat the Rams in the playoffs, man? Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm trying to think what the AFC was that year. It was either Buffalo. It wasn't Cincinnati. Tennessee was the 1. The Chiefs were the 2. What a catch, Mike Williams. It was Buffalo. Yeah, Buffalo and New England. Okay, so that was the only time a 3 seed beat a 6 seed was when Buffalo beat New England. Which, let's be honest, Patriots were awful that year anyways. So, in the history of the 7 seed playoffs, the 7 seeds are 0-4. The 6 seeds are 3-1. The 5 seeds, let's think. Okay, last year it was... Well, okay, let's think 2020. Bucks over the Commanders. Ravens over the Titans. Pass right side, good catch. And a fumble recovered by Mike Williams. Yeah, so that's 2020. 21 was Cardinals lost to the Rams. Were the Cardinals the 5 seed? Or it was the Rams, wasn't it? No. It was the Cardinals. That was the 5 seed. Rams were the 4 seed. Yeah, that's right. And then the Bengals were also the 4 seed. Okay, so the 5 seed are 2-2. Yeah. That's not bad. Herbert. Got to make something happen. Right side he goes. Caught going out of bounds is Michael Williams. So, I mean, it's fairly even. I mean, I kind of like the addition of the 7 seed, but if these teams don't start competing soon, it's going to get really ugly really fast. So, I don't know. I don't feel like the 7 seeds this year are going to compete any better. This is a 54-yard attempt, but the Chargers up 7 before the break. Hopkins is going to miss it short. No, he put it up the crossbar. That's unreal. I thought he made it for a second. My depth perception is awful. He, in fact, did not make that kick. 14-10 remains the score. Jaguars could try to make a little something happen here. A little Hail Mary. Trevor Lawrence and his sexy golden hair. And instead they're going to run the football. What losers. Actually, maybe they run it and then take a timeout. We'll see. Oh, no, they're going to pass. That surprised me. Left side caught ETN. Tackle, timeout. Okay, that was a gain of 2. It didn't really do much, but hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Gilman on the tackle. All right. I want to see a T-Law Hail Mary right here. I don't know about you guys. Hurley, what's good, man? Yes, I am back. I'm doing the whole playoffs. Pretty excited. Think these Jags could be like the 2017 Jags? I hope so, man. Jacksonville, what an entertaining team that was. Knocking the Pittsburgh Steelers out of the playoffs. That team should have gone to the Super Bowl. As Lawrence, final play of the half, gonna heave it deep towards the end zone. It is batted up, incomplete. How disappointing. All good, though. This has actually been quite an entertaining game, especially compared to yesterday. Praying for the people that had to witness that monstrosity. But of course, yeah, as I'm talking about the 7-2 upsets, Seattle virtually pulls off the 7-2 upset yesterday. But this game doesn't give Brock Purdy the respect he deserves, so does it really count? No. No, it does not. Alright, I'm going to sit upright. Because it's time for half number 2. And why not get a little bit hyped for this game? Oh, that's right. Dicker the kicker. Dustin Hopkins doesn't kick for the Chargers no more. Forgot about that one. But yeah, streaming a playoff game every day until, obviously, they are finished in real life, and then we'll move on to the next round. Did Brock Purdy get an upgrade yet? I actually don't know. I'm not an Ultimate Team player, and honestly, I don't really play head-to-head. I pretty much get on the game just to simulate. Even though the simulation is awful, I got nothing better to do. And, I mean, it seemed to work. I got 1.37k subscribers by doing this. Literally just talking over 22 robots going head-to-head. I guess that's what the internet likes. I guess that's what you people like, so hey, man, I'm here for it. It's my idea to start in the first place. Y'all have been W viewers, especially during the regular season, man. Like, what was it, August? Man, what a good time that was. T-Law. Going deep immediately. It is caught down the right side. Marvin Jones Jr. breaking a tackle. Go, son. Go, son. Derwin James trying to cut him off. He's going to go inside the 15-yard line. What a big gainer. I don't know Marvin Jones Jr., is it? Who is that? Oh, Evan Ingram. He always, 17 throws me off every time, making me think it's a wide receiver. It's a wide receiver number. Is what it is. Hey, man. Jaguars are driving with one play. Lawrence going to the back of the end zone, overshoots everybody. Probably purposely. So, Chad, let me ask you this. How did you guys settle your fantasy football championship if it came down to Monday Night Football? Because I'm almost certain that somebody in the championship game had somebody in Monday Night Football. So I'm really curious how that was settled. 2nd and 10. Lawrence taking a low snap. Handoff ETN. Breaking a tackle inside the 10. Good little 3.5-yard run. I know personally in my league, I actually don't know what we did. I played in 4 leagues. 2 money leagues and 2 non-money leagues. In the 2 money leagues, I didn't make the playoffs. Or actually, I didn't. I got knocked out in the first round in the 1. In my 2 non-money leagues, I got first. Go figure. But it is what it is. 3rd and 7. T-Law. Come on. Cook, Trevor. Cook. Right side. Caught. Go to the end zone. Touchdown. Jacksonville. Duval. That's Marvin Jones Jr., ain't it? I think so. I'm fairly confident. Yes, it is. And the Jaguars lead again. This has been an entertaining game. I can't lie. Riley Patterson's extra point to make it a field goal game is up and good. And the Jaguars go 4 plays, 77 yards. What a drive. I have a feeling it's going to come down to like a game-winning field goal or something. Anyways, yeah, this should be an entertaining game. SDH, were you here? How long have you been here with my channel, by the way? I don't recognize the username, but a lot of my subs have changed them, so I don't know. Or that, or I'm just a bad content creator for not remembering my viewers. Any of those could be a possibility. Who knows? I'm about to sneeze my brains out. I feel it coming on. Come on. I can feel like pulsing in my nose. Oh, there it is. Watch bids to start the season. W. And TikToks. Ah, yeah. So, yeah. So, were you in those streams when they happened, though? Do you mean beginning the season like virtual season or actual season? Because there were quite a few, like, very entertaining games. There were some that were awful, like Commanders Cowboys that finished 3-0, and there were some of them, yeah. There were 2 Rodgers Hail Marys we watched. What's good, Exoff? Welcome, my boy. We saw Rodgers Hail Mary against the Buccaneers. I know we had another one somewhere. Oh, yeah, against the Jets. That was a crazy game. Because the Jets tried a game-winning field goal to win it. They missed it. Rodgers gets it at, like, his own 45. Hail Mary, 1-play touchdown, walk-off for the Packers. It was crazy. Then obviously the Washington walk-off was unreal. Unbeaten Commanders going into Chicago. Bears get a first down to seal the deal. David Montgomery fumbles. And Carson Wentz runs the drive of his life. Jahan Dotson, the rookie, catches a game-winning touchdown with zeros on the clock. It was unreal. That stream was popping, too. There was like 20-some people in there. But hopefully I can get my community back to that point. I'm confident I can. I mean, it starts with you guys. I appreciate you guys being here, even though my channel's like very dead. It is what it is, though. And I know that watching YouTube streams is not very rewarding, because it's not like you get channel points like it is in Twitch and stuff like that. Should we playoffs? PS4 with Madden 22? Yeah, 100%. It's a lot of fun. Believe it or not. It's actually fairly entertaining. I started doing Sims in Madden 20 during quarantine. They never really got views, but that was mostly because I didn't know how the YouTube algorithm worked, and I didn't work that hard in those streams, but kind of figured it out a little bit and got monetized. That was always my dream as a kid, was to make money off of YouTube, and I've done it. Herbert, deep left side it is, caught over the head of, is that, no, hold on, let me think, rack the brain. DeAndre Carter? That ain't Carter, is it? Is it? DeAndre Carter 1, who was 7? Why can't I think of it? Gerald Everett, there we go. Got it, last second, cash it. Josh Allen on the tackle. So here come the Chargers. Maybe they could tie it up or take the lead here. We'll see. But each team with a pick. It's been a pretty entertaining game. Herbert, left side, caught in stride. Mike Williams, first down to the 10, first and goal. Dang, that's holding. We have not seen any holding penalties this game. We had a whole hell of a lot of them in the last one. That's probably the ugliest football game. I think that's officially worse than Commanders Cowboys, and it was our first like playoff stream back, which is unfortunate. And I also think it's funny how the YouTube algorithm works. My Bills-Bengals stream, obviously I did that way before the Bengals and Bills, like, the outcome and all that stuff happened, but it got, like, 400 views, the most I've had on a stream in quite some time because of, obviously, the situation. Flag on the play. Mike Williams will go in for the touchdown for now, but this isn't going to stand. As soon as I speak of holding, it's going to be, oh, no. Oh! Touchdown Chargers. Touchdown Chargers. Seen the Browns 2023 schedule? I have. Now, you want me to give my honest takes? What my heart says or what my head says? Because I know what it's going to end up being like. But I want to have hope. Extra point to make it a 4-point Charger lead. This game has gone back and forth. Chargers led by as many as 11. Jaguars have led it each time. Okay, my heart says we're going to go 13-4, get the 2 seed, and win the Super Bowl. My head says we're somehow going to manage. Actually, here's exactly the rundown of this season. We're going to have a really bad hired defensive coordinator. Kevin Stefanski is going to continue calling plays. It's going to be absolutely terrible. Deshaun Watson's going to tear his ACL in Week 5. We're not going to give him any help this offseason by signing 0 receivers. And we're going to go 7-10 again, despite having one of the easiest schedules in the league. And we don't have a first-round draft pick for the next 3 years. That's exactly how it's going to go. But no, Browns are going to win the Super Bowl. I don't know what to tell you guys. Anyways, Jaguars now with the ball. Coming out of the end zone, Jamal Agnew. The most boring playoff game? I don't know if there's going to be any boring ones necessarily. I mean, you could say boring as in low scoring, but some people like defense. So I'd say the most boring would probably end up being Bills-Dolphins. I think it's going to be an absolute blowout. I think Seattle will keep it closer with San Francisco. Watson is back. I mean, yeah, but he's done okay. 8 total touchdowns, 5 interceptions. I've seen worse from Browns quarterbacks, obviously. I think Watson's like our 16th starting quarterback in the last 20-some years. Unbelievable, that's that, but it is absolutely true. And the Browns have also had, I think, 21 head coaches since the start of 2000. We live in an awful state of everything. But that's what makes wins seem so much sweeter. Handoff ET on the right side. He is going to get swarmed and thrown down. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I was looking up some random Browns stats because why not? Fun fact, if the Browns do not win 4 games by October 20th, they will officially have won less than 100 games in my entire childhood. That is probably the most depressing statistic of all time. I mean, can you think of one worse than that? I probably can, but Lawrence is going to complete that one for a first down. Jags are going to keep driving. That'll take us to the end of 3. What a game we got on our hands. 21-17, the current score. But Zay Jones has been excellent. And the Jags are driving. Scary times in Duval County. 6 minutes to go. I'm going to try to focus a little bit more on the game now. Handoff ETN, right side, past the 40. I lied. I want to rant again. That was fun. Did you guys like my 2 random uploads during the regular season of me just complaining about the Browns? Those were pretty fun. I enjoyed those quite a bit. All right, Lawrence entered empty backfield, 2nd 7, 5.5 to go. Down by 4 on the Jaguars. Here comes pressure. Lawrence throwing left side. It is caught past midfield. Lawrence is putting up some nice numbers. Over 200 yards now with that pass. Yep. Listen, no matter how bad the Browns are, Nick Chubb is still the best running back in the NFL, and it is not debatable. Constantly finishing top 3 in rushing yards. Has averaged 5 yards per carry every season in his whole career. That is a statistic that is unbelievably rare. The second running back in Browns history to eclipse 1,500 yards. Pass across the middle. God save Jones. Past the 35. But yeah, Jim Brown did it 3 times, which is crazy because they played, I think, 14 games. Probably 12, maybe, I don't know. Could be less than that. But yeah, that's how dominant Jim Brown was in his day. And right up here to my right, which is going to look like it's to the left on your guys' screen, is a signed Jim Brown, I guess, framed picture of himself from like 1960 something in the middle of a play. So that's gas is what that is. And then behind me, that football back there is signed by the great Phil Dawson. Looks like y'all can go 14-3 by the looks of your schedule. Yeah, but let's be honest, it's the Cleveland Browns. You really think that we're going to go 14-3? Probably not. Finishing last in the division again. Actually kind of paid off this season. It was pretty nice. Handoff ETN, left side, and he's got a first down. I'm trying to think. The last time the Browns... okay, keep in mind, the Browns have never won the division. I'm going to move my camera up, see if you guys can see that flag up there. Yeah, you're never going to be able to read that. Never mind. Yeah, that flag says 1987 AFC Central Champs. That's the last time the Browns won their division. Keep in mind, it's now the AFC North, and it has been for quite some time. Browns have never won the AFC North. Last time we even placed top 2 in the AFC North, I think, was 07. May have been 03, I don't remember. As Lawrence feeling the pressure, gotta get rid of it. Throwing right side, he's got it complete to the 15. Zay Jones again. Jacksonville's cooking. 115 receiving yards for Jones. Zay Jones and Marvin Jones Jr., the Jones connection. What's your guys' favorite Madden song of all time? I was just thinking about this. I've added so many Madden songs on my playlist recently. And like, you know, viewed a lot of different artists because of Madden. As Lawrence throwing left side inside the 5. Look at the Jaguars go. Opinion on the Cowboys-Bucks game. I'm not going to lie to you. If the Cowboys have a chance to break the curse of not winning a wildcard game, it's going to be this game. Tampa Bay is just, they're pitiful this season. Obviously, worst record of any team in the playoffs. But it is Tom Brady, and you can't forget that. Magic by Little Skies. Yeah, welcome to the rodeo in 19-2. That's what got me into Little Skies. First and goal for Jacksonville. Looking to take the lead with a touchdown. Lawrence rolling to his left side. Go yourself, son. End zone touchdown. It's too easy. Evan Ingram. What a game this is, guys. Seriously. I was so confident it'd be a good one, too. Chili, what's good, man? Welcome. How do you feel when the Browns were 0-16 and 1-15 the next season? It was actually the opposite order. But, yeah. Was it a great feeling? I'm not going to lie to you. I wasn't a big Browns, like an overwhelmingly large Browns fan. I've always been with this team. I've never, like, rooted for a different team or anything. But I always had, like, basketball tournaments and stuff, like, every Sunday. So I hardly got a chance to watch. It was just comical when the... It was comical when the Browns lost. Like, I was used to it. Didn't expect anything different. But no. Awful feeling. Hilarious feeling. To win one game in 2 years is just crazy. But, yeah. You live and you learn. Then we drafted Baker. Had a 7-8-1 season. And I was a big fan that year. Hardly missed any games. And after that, 2019, I was like stuck with this fan base. And now I'm like a tier 1 meat writer. So I feel the Texans, yeah. Well, okay, to be fair though, because you're also another one of the teams that has never been to a Super Bowl. How do you feel about DeMar Hamlin? I'm glad he made it. I was actually very scared. As soon as I saw a Bengals player take a knee, I knew it was extremely serious, and I actually knew it was going on pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm glad he's better. But to go back to your question, Love Morgan, I'm trying to think. It's the Jaguars, Lions, Browns, Texans. Okay, Jags and Texans, they haven't been around that long. It's understandable. But the Lions and the Browns, man, we've been along the entire Super Bowl time. It's just so unfortunate. So the Texans, they got time. I mean, it's going to be a couple of years before you're rebuilt completely. Some teams have to rebuild. Not every team's going to be great. You know, somebody's got to be the worst. Somebody's got to be the best. Just the way it is. Georgia QB, too old for college, yeah. Oh, keep in mind, the Browns drafted Brandon Weeden when he was 28, so it's never too late to go to the NFL draft. Herbert throwing a screen pass right side, caught by Eckler. His big offensive linemen aren't going to get out to block in time. Who's that, Devin Lloyd? 19.4 miles an hour? Jeez. That's pretty fast for a defensive back. Who was that, though? Jenkins? Boyasade Olukon? Yeah. He's been a great linebacker this year. 3rd and 7. This is a pretty big play, I'm not going to lie. I think the Chargers would punt if they had to choose. Herbert back to pass. Here we go. 3rd and 7 across the middle. He's got him in. It's Mike Williams across midfield. This game is going to come down to probably a kick. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe the arm of Lawrence. Because I'm fairly confident the Chargers are going to score in this drive, whether it be a touchdown or a field goal. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. This is probably the best game we've had since I did the regular season. And the Chargers trailing by 3. This has been a back-and-forth game. I think there's been, what, 1, 2, 3, I want to say 5 lead changes this game. So that's very solid. From the 50. Herbert, back to pass. Across the middle, he's got a man. It's caught. DeAndre Carter, I think. If I don't know who it is, it's DeAndre Carter. That's my unwritten rule. You know if Lamar is playing? I know. Yeah, the Ravens have an issue with Lamar Jackson right now, and I said this earlier in the stream, but there was less people in here. I highly, highly doubt he's coming back next year to the Ravens. And Tua, that too. Anyways, Herbert, empty backfield, minute and a half left to go. Firing at right side, it's caught, immediately tackled at the 33, 2nd and 3 upcoming. Both these quarterbacks are playing out of their minds right now. They each threw a pick early on, but they've both been playing spectacular. Some good football from both sides. Chargers on crunch time right now. No huddle. 1:10 left in this one. 2nd and 3. Herbert, back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Across the middle he goes. Caught Eckler. 1st down, Los Angeles. And the Chargers are not going to burn a timeout yet. Inside a minute, they have all 3 left. We may see overtime football. 8 people watching. Welcome to stream, everybody. If you're not already subscribed, do so now. We've got a stream every day this week, including Saturday. Trying to get all these wildcard games in. This is 2 of 6. Herbert back to pass. Throw it at right side. It is caught over the shoulder. Mike Williams looks to be a little bit short, and he is. Getting out of bounds, saving the timeout. 39 seconds left. Who do we think's winning this game? Who do we got? I'm pretty confident it's going to be the Jags. I don't know why. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to cook in just a minute. Although Herbert tried to make me look silly. Across the middle, it's caught by Eckler. And still no timeout called. I don't know why. They're like playing for the field goal. Nope, never mind. Timeout number 1 taken. 1st and goal for the 7, 31 seconds left. These next 4 downs are crucial. Chargers late touchdown. That's probably the most likely outcome. Still, though, this has been quite a game. I'm very impressed with how Madden has bounced back from yesterday's disaster from Levi Stadium. Anyways, empty backfield here. Jags are only going to rush 3. Just going to defend that end zone line the whole way. Actually, they're going to blitz. Throw it across his body. Touchdown. Eckler, 28 seconds left. And the Chargers take a 3-point lead pending the extra point. What a throw. Cross body from Herbert. Well, this is quite a game. But now the Jags are going to have 28 seconds and 3 timeouts. They are probably going to need a touchdown. Dicker, the kicker, could put this through the sticks, which he will. Still, though, the 6th lead change of the game. Herbert with a nearly flawless drive. That was pretty incredible. Doug Peterson trying to relive his glory days of Philadelphia. Brandon Staley trying to get his first playoff win. Both these quarterbacks looking for their first. Anyways, 28 seconds left. The Chargers need a late breakthrough. Well, I mean, we've seen plenty of Hail Marys. Why stop now? I will get out of my seat if Trevor Lawrence in his sexy hair throws a touchdown. As this one going to have to be returned from the 5, taking precious time away from the Jags. Poor return only to the 22, so there go 4 seconds. Look at those Zay Jones numbers. Unreal. 10 catches. I mean, how many fantasy points is that? 28.6? It's pretty wild. Some good fantasy numbers. Obviously, it's the playoffs, so I know there are like fantasy playoffs or something scuffed like that. That'd be a good way to decide who wins fantasy football. A little bit like you pick a player or something for each team to have the most points. As Lawrence got to put something together here. Final drive, rolling right side, throwing deep across the middle. He's got a man across midfield. Marvin Jones Jr. Timeout, Jacksonville. Hold on. That's Evan Ingram again. I keep thinking Marvin Jones Jr. is 17, but he's 11. Those two numbers look very similar. I mean, we're going to lose that 49ers game last season, but I think we beat Bucks, yeah. I mean, you guys are definitely the favorites. I had a feeling you would lose last year as well, respectfully. That Cowboys team is just not very good, in my opinion. I think they've improved a little bit. Okay, 16 seconds left. 1st and 10. Fake handoff, play action. Lawrence looking to pass. Going down the right side. He's got a man again in stride, and he's going to get out of bounds, saving a timeout. To the 26. I think Jacksonville's got 2 more plays in their bag. Evan Ingram, 121 receiving yards. Trevor Lawrence is playing out of his mind this game. Okay, 9 seconds left. Jacksonville. I'm tilting my camera up. I want to get a little bit of a standing reaction. Lawrence, looking at a pass, going to throw a little check down to the right side. It's going to be caught and going out of bounds is ETN. I got to tilt this camera up even more. Oh, that's as high as it's going to go probably. It is what it is, man. I'm hunched over. Let T-Law cook. Let T-Law cook. The final play of the game. I told you it would come down to the final play. Let T-Law cook. Come on. Lawrence in the gun. 3 receivers left. 1 to his right. ETN on the backfield. 2nd and 7. The final play of the game. Lawrence stepping back. Firing. Oh my goodness. How does the game end like that? That can't. That can't end like that. That can't end like that. Madden, how are you going to blue ball me so hard, man? How is that going to happen? How do we get blue balled that hard, man? That's typical. That is typical EA Sports football, man. Wow. Okay. Don't let that last play distract you from the fact that that was one of the best Madden games I've ever seen. Terrible ending. That's going to leave an awful taste in my mouth for tomorrow. But look at these quarterback stats. Lawrence threw for almost 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Herbert threw for 271 and 4. Like, that is insane quarterback stats. I hope we get to see a matchup like this in real life, because this would be great for a Saturday night game, honestly. But yeah, that is going to do it for the second playoff stream. This one a lot better than yesterday's 3-0 Seahawk win. So the Chargers, the 5 seed, are moving on. Still no home teams to win yet. But yeah, tomorrow's game, Dolphins at Bills. Join me for that one a little bit after 3 p.m., more than likely. And yeah, hey, we'll see you boys then. Later, everybody.